It's pure fucking evil. They took me out of my full consciousness and placed me in the fucking hell realm, which got attached to my consciousness. So I've been getting like fucking attacked all day by um, entity attachments that are made to look like your ancestors. They call them psychopaths. Um, I hate these motherfucking things, man. I hate this fucking curse that fucking Barbara Reina, David Reina, and fucking Michael Terrence put on me, man. It's like, oh, I know they just cut a part of my fucking consciousness, and I felt it. These things are really trying to fucking kill me, man. And nah, this is getting dangerously close. Like I'm trying to rebuild my consciousness, and when I try, man, they'll cut at it, try to destroy it some way. And I just, they've cut me from being able to have any sort of spiritual help whatsoever, man. And, I've just been sitting here, in my fucking my motel room, excuse me. I mean, just fucking suffering with this shit, trying to battle these fucking roach spirits, man. They have an entity attachment on me where it's like a bunch of my ancestors are in it and they're in jars in the astral plane. The other fucking night, they were trying to fucking steal my fucking third eyes and gotten down to that. David Rain in the astral plane stole my fucking throat chakra. And yes, you can do that. And I feel these things picking at my throat chakra right now as, I'm talking. And these motherfuckers done stole my gifts and all of that, my spiritual gifts and my blessings, and they don't want me to fucking grow back. And it's really fucking torturous when I'm enduring. I can't even get any fucking sleep without waking up. And then next thing I know, my fucking consciousness is outside my body or something. And they're doing this shit. What these things do is that they energy harvest the fuck out of you, and then they bully the fuck out of you. And they find your Achilles heel by which to do it. For instance, they've done turned a lot of fucking, people, entities in the spiritual world against me. A lot. And they've done fucked up my consciousness to the point where, man, it's like, it's almost fucking hard to get back. These things are fucking evil. They're really fucking evil. And, like I said, the other fucking day, I got kicked out of my fucking consciousness, my full consciousness by fucking Hekate. A very evil motherfucker, extremely fucking evil. And it's like, it's hard to explain shit like this because you're fighting a fucking war against cowards that are fucking invisible. You can't see them. And it's really hard to like explain to other fucking people, and they always stay threatening me, every time I fucking talk about this. They don't want me exposing this shit to other fucking people. They don't want me to talk about the asses. Like they say before, bad spirits don't like when you bring them to fucking light. But I'm not going to be intimidated by these things. I'm not going to be threatened into silence. I mean, this is fucking scary, when you lose your consciousness and they start taking away your timelines from you. But I mean, when they, loss of consciousness means fucking dead. And that's what these things are trying to get me. And that's what's been happening for the past couple of fucking days. They've got me down to like the point where I'm not even my fucking soul consciousness anymore. I'm barely that. And every time I try to fucking climb up and rebuild myself, they knock me down from that. Now they're cutting up my fucking consciousness and, taking pieces of it out. I just, I just don't know how to fucking get rid of these fucking things, man. This is just hell what I'm enduring and nobody else can see it. I hate these fucking things, man. I wish y'all could see what I've endured. I wish y'all could see these things. Instead of fucking laughing at me crying, man. I mean, these things are fucking stealing my whole consciousness. They're trying to fucking kill me, man. This sacrifice curse ain't no fucking joke. These are some fucking psychopaths who put this shit on me. These things have commandeered control of my fucking, the part of your consciousness. It looks like a fucking snake. These roach attachments. And, they start eating, away at your fucking consciousness using that. After getting into your consciousness, then they threaten you into fucking silence, and slowly but surely over fucking time, they start fucking devouring your consciousness. You know, they were ordered by fucking Reina and Hekate, the fucking so-called goddess. That's an evil ass fucking bitch to never let me get back to where I was. You know, consciousness wise, energy body wise. Like, I'm down to not even my soul consciousness anymore. I barely have that. And I started to grow it earlier, and then, you know, now I got knocked down from it. You know, and every time I try to listen to like fucking, you know, meditation exercises, something that can help you out by neural beats and all of that, they done something to make that shit turn against me. You know, I can feel it. Like, you know, I can feel the spirits that's in that come out and work against me instead of helping me. That's how evil this fucking curse is, man. I can't even get fucking help from where I'm supposed to, man. And like I said before, man, these things, they got me outside of my fucking consciousness. You know, because you have your consciousness and all that in the astral plane. And they have me stuck in the fucking bona fide ass hell realm. One that's hard to break free from. And that's how these things feed. They feed off of causing you fucking to have drama and struggle against other fucking people and struggle with their fucking torture devices or entity attachments and all of that. And when you try to rise above that and get back to where you once were, they fucking beat you down. And that fucking Hekate, man, she needs to be taken out the fucking spirit realm. I mean, the shit that this racist ass bitch is fucking doing to me, man, it's a fucking crime. I want to mention, too, the evil reason behind why this is happening. In large part, it's because Barbara Reina, David Reina, and Michael Terrence, they're trying to put me in silence right now, man, but it's not going to work. They don't want me to get my spiritual abilities back. Your consciousness is key to getting that back. And they're trying to change my basic consciousness so that I can never get it back. These evil-ass motherfucking roach spirits. On top of that, these roach spirits feed off of causing drama and issues in your life. And they feed off of making you miserable and keeping you stuck in misery. The third one is because Hekate is protecting that racist girl, Rosie, who stole my timelines and who stole my body on August 22nd, 2022. Right now, they're fucking with my full consciousness. And they're fucking with it royally. They don't want me to get back in my body or my timeline. Hekate, none of them. And they're trying as much as they can to block me from my ancestors. That's why they took me out of my full consciousness and blocked me from having any sort of support whatsoever, so I cannot get back in. And that's the game plan with these things. They want you to play by their rules. That's why they don't want you talking about them, because the minute you start talking about them, they can't control you. And like any evil entity or any evil fucking person, they get off on controlling you. They're extremely sadistic. And very, 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 very narcissistic, extremely narcissistic. I'm about to go to the park right now so I can, I find that it works when you get some fresh air and you go outside, because people, you got people out there that can see what's going on in the spirit plane.
Introducing Go 5G Plus, the first plan that always gives new and existing customers the same great device deals, and you're upgrade ready in 2 years versus 3. Right now, bring T-Mobile your phone and get the amazing iPhone 14 on us. Trapped. Free. Get the amazing iPhone 14 on us. Trapped. Free.
This is fucking evil, man. They got my fucking consciousness down to the fucking bare bones, man, down to the wire. This is really fucking evil, what's happening to me. But I find that when you go to like a park or something, you got people out there that can see in the spirit world. Some just tried to, Michael Terrence's higher self just tried to place an entity attachment on me designed to keep, designed to act as a block The spirit world. I'm going to say this right now. Never, ever, ever let these things intimidate you into silence. That's how they fucking feed in part.
Creative that resonates and cuts through the clutter. Measurable results that grow your business. Reach the right customers.
They're trying to intimidate me by saying I'll never get my full consciousness.
One advertising partner and done. Spectrum Reach. Lately, my skin seems dry and sensitive. My dermatologist recommended all free clear.
I mean, they're already fucking with me, so it's like, why not? Why not fucking fight this shit?
If it touches my skin,
They get off on control and power. Like I say, they're cowards and bullies because they know people can't see them and they know people can't do anything about them. They're all around me. And, it's hard to, fight these things off because nobody can see what I'm dealing with, except those who are psychically inclined. And even when it's far, that's to put a barrier around my head that's designed to keep people from being able to see what I'm going through. And they put so many entity attachments in me. They put entity attachments that's designed to like hinder fucking help when I try to get it. And they talked about how they were going to fuck with my consciousness to the point where I can't get any fucking help. And that's really fucked up, man. That's really fucked up. David, Reina, and fucking Michael or Terrence, man, they fucking, and Barbara, man, those are fucking criminals. They criminals in the spirit world. So it's fucking Hekate. Hekate's an extremely evil fucking entity. Very, very sadistic. What I'm dealing with energy fucking vampires. Not even that, worse than that. That's why when I see people comment, oh, just no, you don't. I'm dealing with very evil and sinister entities and people that are hell bent to steal everything that I got, both in me as well as outside of me. My spiritual blessings, along with my consciousness. And not just my consciousness, but every fucking thing. All my blessings, my spiritual abilities, and they're hell bent to retain it as much as they can. When they can't kill people, for instance, I have an agreement, a pact with God to die at an old age and that I can't be killed until the age of 84. Very, very good pact, especially in a situation like this. So for people like me, they try to bring us, David Reina, Barbara Reina, and Michael to Terrence and Hekate, evil ass entities like that, they try to bring you to the brink of death, to the point where you cannot survive and you can't get your shit back. They're constantly attacking you, energy harvesting off of you, unless you have very strong spiritual protection, which I do have. But, even these people have been stepping up on calling very, very powerful, spiritual, what do they call them? Accomplices like Hekate to be able to help them. And, I've been calling on everybody I could fucking think of. The Hindu pantheon, everybody. And, these motherfuckers are very, very powerful. I've been calling on a lot. A lot. And it hasn't really been working. Some of those spirits are ancestral, and like ancestral spirits, they're connected to your consciousness. So if your consciousness isn't strong, the entity attachments of them that lives in your consciousness can't be strong. So even my ancestors can't hold these motherfuckers off. And they're hell bent to energy harvest off of me to the point of fucking death. Again, David Reina, Hekate is making, I don't know if it's her or not, somebody making entity attachments of his ass to fuck with me, along with this pilot number motherfucker who's a roach attachment that's tried to overpower, and they have overpowered my poor higher self, my highest self. Every time they try to get back up on their feet, they fucking defeat them and stuff in large part. These motherfuckers, Michael O. Terrence and Barbara Reina and David Reina, they don't stop until you fucking dead. These are people that need to be fucking not just taken out the astral plane, but they're people that need to fucking die. I mean, in the physical and in the spiritual. You know, they placed me, they did something to my consciousness where they placed me in the astral plane in a hell realm where I'm surrounded by like jars of ancestors. Their entity attachments that's been captured in jars. Their higher selves, their highest selves, and um, every time I try to break free, it's like right here and right here. You know, it's in the form of like, it looks like your bloodline, but it isn't. And every time I come close to breaking free, you know, they put more fucking entity attachments in me that's designed to keep me stuck. And the reason being is because um, they don't want me to get back to that timeline where that girl Rosie stole my body, as well as my timelines on August 22nd, 2022. I know that happened for a fact because that very night I felt something slap her timelines on the back of my body, along with there was an Indian guy who runs a liquor store, which I went to the next day. And when I went there the next day, the guy told me that somebody called who sounded exactly like me, but there was static in the background, meaning it was a spirit. It was my soul that was reaching out to try to ask for help. All day, I've had these entities try to rape me of my soul consciousness. They tried, you know, fucking with me just like with fucking demons. They tried tearing that, trying pulling that apart, pulling that out, because they're so intimidated. They're doing it right now as I talk. And they tell you, we ain't gonna do this. They're like serial killers. These things are like serial killers. They'll tell you shit like, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that unless, you know, you talk about us. And the minute you expose them, you know, I mean, even when you don't, um, you know, even when you don't expose them, they do that shit. You know, these spirits remind me of fucking serial killers. They get off on the fact that nobody can see them and they can't be exposed in a conventional way, so the victims won't be believed, and they get off on torturing you the minute you try to seek help and you talk about them. You know, I hear these spirits that surrounded me say all day, you know, you talk about us, you expose us, you know, we're going to fuck you up. We're going to fuck you up even more. We're going to do this and do that. And they do it anyways. These are like fucking serial killers. They get off on power and control. You know, as I'm doing this video, they're trying to tear apart, aspects of my energy body in which they've, you know, from what I understand, placed entity attachments that are stuck in hell realms that's designed to keep me stuck in hell realms in my own fucking body. You know, that's how these things run shit. They like to intimidate people in their own fucking body, and they get off on it. The main spirits, and I know it's going to sound funny to say this, these monitoring spirits, one is a giant cockroach named Guru 5. Another one is named Palinumbre. There's a roach attachment, along with a very evil, sadistic motherfucker. If you've ever seen the film It, remember the spider, the giant spider? It's a giant spider with a man's head. That's exactly how he looks. There's him, and then there's Barbara the Roach Queen, quote unquote, and Rosie the Roach Queen. And for some strange reason, Rosie the Roach Queen takes on the appearance of one of my higher selves, one of my previous higher selves. So I don't know if she's stuck in some type of hell realm. Usually when they make entity attachments of people and things, they're stuck in hell realm. So I really don't, know as to what to do. But, the beauty about it is that at the end of the day, I tell these motherfuckers, I'm still in the physical body and I'm still in the running. You cannot kill me. Hey, how you doing? You cannot kill me. Now they're trying to induce an alcohol urge as I talk. And that pisses them off. In the astral plane, Guru 5, for instance, I destroyed his hell realm where he had sacrifices. where he would turn people into food for roaches. I destroyed that realm in the astral plane once. They all have hell realms. One of my spirit guides who got fucked up in the astral plane trying to rescue me from Baron Samedi and his Roach Motel hell realm. Her name is Eden. It's like a daily fight against these things. I've just felt Baron Samedi come through and try to pull out my soul consciousness. In the astral plane, they actually had me stuck on a pole. They actually had me stuck on a pole in the astral plane in which they had my energy body separated. I'll show you how it looks. I'm sorry, man. I'm just fighting with these things right now as we talk. Yeah, I had to turn off the video because they were fucking with my consciousness so fucking bad. But with that being said, these motherfuckers, they were fucking with my soul consciousness, so I had to put all of that shit back. But they had me stuck on a pole in the astral plane. That's why I'm looking different right now. I'm looking all fucked up, in which I would never be able to find my way out. And they also, Baron Samedi did this as well, attached my ancestors to this pole. Every day is a struggle against these things because they don't want me to rise back up. They don't want me to get powerful again. They don't want me to get my spiritual power again. They don't want me to get back into my original timeline, my fucking body that girl stole. And they're trying to keep me down. All of these evil ass spirits are trying to keep me down as much as they can, as much as possible, so that I can never rise up and I can never get back up and I can never, they try to get me as close to not being able to live another day so I can fight. It's pretty much the best way to put this. That's where these evil ass spirits want me at. Baron Samedi, Hekate, racist ass bitch. That's an evil racist ass bitch. And especially the monitoring spirits who insist on feeding off of people. These things have to go because they're the catalyst for a lot of these things returning and coming back. Stealing every square inch of my energy body, stealing every square inch of my fucking consciousness. They've siphoned off of and stole, my fucking artistic, my other fucking, my talents, my other fucking abilities. That's how evil this curse is. And, as much as I try to express how horrible this fucking curse is, it's horrible unless you're experiencing it. Unless you can really fucking see it and go through it yourself. It's very, very hard. It may look on the outside, yeah, I got my shit together, but I don't. It's evident. Not just material-wise, but consciousness-wise. I'm being drained of my consciousness as I fucking talk. These things have even tried to attach Rosie's life force to me, her connection to her life, a form of connection to it so I can feel dead as possible. They fucked up my ancestors, separated me from my fucking higher and high selves, stole what little fucking blessings I got coming to me. Every single fucking blessing I get, they steal it. It's the worst fucking curse you could be under because it's a curse that attacks your consciousness, and your consciousness is key to connecting to your ancestors, to being able to fight it. The only way to fucking get rid of a curse like this is to do something about Barbara Reina, David Reina, and Michael Terrence's consciousnesses, along with Hekate. She's going to try to disguise and hide it, but Hekate's energy signature is white and gold. What she likes to do is she likes to use her consciousness to steal and siphon your abilities and siphon your energy and siphon whatever it is that she wants to take from you. That's crucial in defeating her. She's a very evil, sadistic, sinister entity. and she don't like me talking about her. Now these things get very, very tricky. You know, they get very, very tricky. That's why I kept my mouth shut for the past couple of fucking days. You know, you got to play chess with these motherfucking things, not checkers. As much as I like to say, I'm still in the physical body and I'm in the running. You know, it's getting down to the bare fucking wire. They take stuff from me. They'll torment and taunt me by saying that's not for you. They'll say shit like, even though I'm a very good person and I help people out, I'm like Rosie, who fucking, yeah, she, you know, from what I understand, her prior life, she was nice, but she wasn't a good person. They'll taunt me by saying that you will never be shit, even though they set things up to where I can't, you know, be anything in the astral plane. They'll, you know, block the limited opportunities that I got. They'll tell me things like, I'm feeling fucking bowel in my fucking stomach. They'll tell me that, oh, that's no longer your timeline, that's her timeline, or they'll steal things from me and say, oh, that's Rosie's timeline. They take advantage of what's your Achilles heel. My Achilles heel is I don't like people treating other people who ain't done shit to you unfairly. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And that's exactly what they get off on. From what I understand, Hekate is not in the astral plane. That's what these things are saying. I don't know how true that is. She's somewhere. But with that being said, I mean, these things they're trying to fuck up every little last bit of opportunity that I got to be able to fight off this fucking curse. Hekate's gonna try to disguise one of my higher and highest selves whom she's destroyed, who are very weakened, to make them look like they're her, from what I'm understanding. So be very, very careful. There's a frequency, it's called 925 hertz frequency, that you can use to see who a person actually is when they try to disguise themselves in the astral plane. There's also other methods. You know, again, these motherfuckers are spirits, they're not foolproof. With that being said, man, it's not fun being psychically attacked and being cornered and being cut off from any sort of spiritual assistance whatsoever. Hekate, that's an evil fucking bitch. That's a really evil ass, sadistic ass entity. Needs to be taken out the astral plane. It needs to be taken out permanently. I've never met a more fucking sadistic, clever, sinister ass fucking entity other than that. That's an extremely evil ass fucking bitch. She's trying to fucking kill me from what I understand. And, you know, every night I hear these things saying, you ain't gonna survive the night, you ain't gonna survive this, you know. I do these videos for a reason. You know, they're very, very important, you know, to talk about how evil entities like Baron Samedi and them can be. That's a very evil motherfucker. I actually had a guy send me an email not too long ago saying how evil he is. But his higher self is actually a very nice man. Very nice man. With that being said, I do these videos and reach out when Hekate, along with Rosie, got together and took my poor father, who died in that same timeline, August 22nd, 2022, at the hands of that racist ass Rosie bitch, in which Baron Samedi, Uncle Tom ass abetted. He was placed in the hell realm. They want me to stay quiet about shit like that. They don't like me exposing stuff like that. These evil ass spirits that I'm dealing with. And with that being said, I'm gonna tell you how he came. Well, she looks like Kesha. He looks like Kesha. If you don't know who Kesha is, this is how Kesha looks. Like I said before, it's done gotten to the point where shit's down to the wire for me. And my consciousness is next to fucking nil. And they have, what you call it, Hekate protecting Rosie's timeline. She got my poor higher self stuck in fucking hell realms and stuff down there. I think I'm in one of those hell realms as we talk. Because when I looked up, I saw I was trapped in the big old fucking circle with these, what they call roach attachments that are psychopaths that just pick at you and tear at you in the astral plane. They call them psychopaths, roach attachment psychopaths. That's how fucking sadistic and evil these controlling ass entities are. And that's how desperate, Guru 5, Barbara the Roach Queen, Rosie the Roach Queen, and all of them are to feed off of you. That's how desperate they are to keep you stuck. Hey man, how you doing? The number one thing about evil spirits like this, when you're going through a curse, like when I'm going through Roach Realm, the Roach Realm curse is very fucking evil. Is to expose them. It's very vital to expose people and the entities that are fucking with you. This isn't just about entities that are feeding off of you. These are fucking entities that I can hear in the astral plane every single fucking night. Somehow they have me tuned to their realm, who constantly talk about, we need to find a way to feed off of her. We need to find a way to keep her trapped and keep her stuck in this curse. We're going to steal her whole consciousness tomorrow. I hear these things saying that. We're going to try to take out her whole consciousness and render her dead. We're going to try to make her drink alcohol. That's one of the archetypical devices of David Reina's curse. He likes to induce people to fucking drink. His weakness is he don't like you attacking his kids, but he'll attack your family. With that being said, I've called out to different fucking entities. Going within my own mind and all of that, I've been calling out to different entities for help. So I'm going to have to go outside and try to get help. Because I apparently can't do it alone anymore. From what I'm hearing, from what I feel, my own spiritual protection can't find me anymore. They can't find me in the astral plane. And I've been calling on them in every fucking day, and they've been trying to destroy my consciousness so that I cannot access them anymore. I can't contact them. And that's exactly where I'm at. And right now I'm at a point where I'm struggling to try to get back on my feet in the astral plane. You know, when you see me in the astral plane, I look horrible. You know, I look like a fucking skeleton. I'm not even my consciousness anymore. You know, I feel them tearing out my astral skeleton right now as I talk. Ah, they constantly attack things that have my timelines in it, so I can't get back to that timeline. Now that they destroyed my skeleton, my connection to my skeleton that has my consciousness, they're talking about let's go feed off of somebody else. We're done with her. But they're not. You know, I'm going to get healthy and stronger, and they're going to come back. You know, it's no joke to have all of these evil entities and spirits conspiring against you every single fucking day. And try to conspire to fucking harm you and, you know, separate you from your spiritual protection. Shit's no fucking joke, man, dealing with these evil ass things. So I need a lot of spiritual help. I need a lot of spiritual help to rebuild my energy body and all of that, and, you know, rebuild it back to the way it was, because they're really trying to change me. They're trying to alter my consciousness down as much as possible, so that not only can I not get back in that timeline and help my parents, save them and save my fucking brothers who got taken out of their bodies by that Rosie girl. The soul looks like this. So that I can never get back into my original body. But they're trying to fucking kill me off because, like I say, they know as long as I'm alive, I still have a shot. This is a fucking shame, man. It's a crime what I'm enduring. I just felt the spirit right now as I was walking, run up on me and try to change my energy signature so that a vital piece of my energy body won't be able to get back in. They just took it out. These things just took it out. They keep on doing it. It's Barbara's entity attachment. With that being said, these things are in part trying to stop me from getting into my back in my original timeline, in which got stolen by Rosie on August 22nd, 2022. Now, we all have consciousnesses. With that being said, Rosie's old consciousness, in which she died in her fucking sleep, is out there in the astral plane. With that being said, attached to it, I'll show you how a consciousness looks. Time looks in the astral plane. With that being said, or attach your timelines. There's a timeline out there, a consciousness of hers, in which has the timeline in which allowed her to be able to get into my body and take it over. That timeline can be curved physically in the astral plane so that that would have never happened. It's the entity that I'm dealing with. If y'all can see it, if y'all are psychically sensitive. They're really trying to fucking destroy me down to the bare bone. But anyways, with that being said, if you get a hold of that consciousness, you can stop what happened from happening. With that being said, I need a lot of spiritual help. Again, I can't go within anymore. They've destroyed that. They've destroyed my vital connections to God, to my higher selves, to my highest self. So all I can do is I can help myself, and I feel totally helpless at this point. But I'm not gonna let it fucking, kill me. In part, these things want me to commit suicide, and I'm not gonna do that. By oppressing my life as much as they can, and by fucking with my energy body and divesting me of as much of it as possible, so that I can never be able to get back the spiritual gifts and abilities that they gave to Barbara and David Reina and Michael Terrence, who they contract with, along with Rosie, that girl who stole my timeline on August 22nd, 2022. That's why it's important I don't just stay inside and mope about it. That's why I come outside, it helps to expose shit like this and, put it out there on Front Street. So with that being said, these things are fucking bullies, man. They're fucking with me as much as they can so that they can never be exposed. But anyways, get out of here. I don't want your help, man. Get the fuck out of here, you evil. I'm not gonna let these things, how you doing, intimidate me into silence. And destroy my life. All I can do is expose them and keep exposing them, because this is a tragedy. What's happening to me is that I'm starting to look like that more and more and more. Is that they have two entity attachments that's attached to my nose. One is called Seamus, who's one of Rosie's ancestors. Looks like this. And another one is an aunt of his, that from what I understand, um, to make a long story short, these things attack people when people try to help me. I've heard that they even attack people while I'm sleeping and attack me in my sleep, and you know, um, isolate me from being able to get any sort of help whatsoever, man. So this is a very fucked up situation I'm in. It's very fucked up, and